ask you to take off the hats so we can see the faces. Once again, if you're just in, please turn off your cell phones. We'll start with a statement from Coach Casey, the monsters of the Midway now.
Yeah. Well, I just thought that we really played well defensively in the infield. Thought we made some big plays. Kind of odd that we haven't got a real quality start yet. Izzy was obviously lights out. These guys over here really produced some offense for us and got us going and feeling good. I thought we had a lot of momentum, thought we were sharp. And, you know, we're just thankful we got another day to play.
Okay, we'll open up for questions for the student athletes, and we'll start with Mike.
Mike Lantana, Baseball America. Brandon, obviously you guys haven't gotten a lot of length out of your starters so far in this College World Series. When you come out there, are you thinking, okay, I'm out here for the long haul? Are you trying to go deep into this game? And what was sort of your approach today against that lineup?
You just have to go inning by inning, out by out, and just keep competing out there. And as long as you can go as long as you can go. And you just have to keep battling to go as long as you can.
Okay.
Kyle or Trevor, whoever wants to take it. Erik Olson with the Associated Press. You guys are batting .377 here in Omaha and averaging about 11 runs a game. I guess just what accounts for just this explosive offense that you guys have had out here?
Colin, you start, would you?
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't think any of us really pay attention to stats, you know. We go out there and we want to play for each other. And, you know, I think that raises your level of play when your focus is not on yourself and it's on the team. And I think everybody feels that way. I mean, you know, the outfield wants to do it for Kwani, who's, you know, banged up right now. And, you know, our starting pitching's not throwing well, and Izzy wanted to do it for those guys. And so I don't think it's really anything crazy, you know. I mean, all of our guys have worked hard, and everybody works hard. But you got a bigger purpose and a why for what you're doing. I think your level of play goes up.
Trevor.
I don't think I can top what Kyle just said, so there you go.
Yeah. Okay, next question for the student athletes. Yeah, Mike.
Kyle, talking about bigger purpose, I know you guys have that article taped up in the dugout and about not winning the national championship last year. How much does thinking about last year and how that ended, is that on the mind for you guys, just wanting to be able to finish this off?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really say everybody's sitting here thinking about last year. I mean, you can't worry about things that happened in the past. You always got to keep moving forward. You know, it's a different team. Kay says it all the time. This team is never going to be together. It's never going to be the same team as next year. So it's a new team. It's a new season. And, I mean, obviously the goal is the same. But, you know, we got some good camaraderie on this team. And, you know, people love each other. And so I think that helps us. So.
Okay, more questions for the student athletes? Yeah, Mike again, attaboy.
Trevor, obviously you've been the guy a lot for this team, but with the protection you have in the lineup with Adley Rushman behind you and obviously where you on that order, you don't have to be the guy. How much confidence does that give you at the plate, just knowing who's behind you? And has that helped you this year and throughout this College World Series?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it seems like whenever I don't get the job done, Rutch is right there behind me. So it gives me a lot of confidence in him, trust, everything. You know, I love the guy, and he gets me going. He picks me up. So, you know, he's huge help to not only myself but the team.
Okay. Any more questions for the young men? Thank you, guys. We will see you tomorrow at a time to be determined. We'll let them clear, and then we'll have questions for Pat. Kendall.
D1Baseball.com. Pat, just his last 3 games, 37 runs. From your perspective, as a hitting guy, what are you just seeing from this lineup? They're just so locked in right now.
Well, you know, obviously when you're swinging the bat well, you got a lot of confidence going up and down the lineup. I think Kyle said something that's important. You know, you kind of surrender averages and you just go play the game. You know, and I think it helps. I really do. I think we've got a kind of a team approach to swinging, and I'm sure a lot of guys do that as well. But I think they have a lot of trust in one another. And obviously, I've been through spells during the year when we haven't swung the bat well, and so to be swinging it well at the right time is certainly something I'm excited about.
Ken Go with the Oregonian. How nice was it to get that early lead and to be able to manage with that kind of an advantage?
Well, you know, it was good, and you know, it's like I said, and it's no knock on the starting pitching. We just really haven't got a good start, you know, and so we're kind of concerned about that. Obviously, you're pinned against the wall when you get to the losers bracket, and never would have dreamed that Izzy would have given us that much length. Never would have dreamed that Fem couldn't get us to 5, but you know, it's just been kind of a scrap deal with the mound, and some guys have come in and done really well. You know, I think Chamberlain's pitched well. Obviously, the other night, Mully pitched well. So we're up against it pretty good with pitching right now, and so the lead really helped. It really gave us some momentum.
Coach Tom Murphy, Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Speaking of scrapping it together, who would you target to start tomorrow, and what would the plan be pitching?
Well, we talked about that this morning in our meeting, and you know, then we said, let's not talk about it. Let's just, you know, seriously, let's just win. If we win, we'll talk about it. But there's a couple, you know, Christian Chamberlain has started before. Gambrell started before. We've had a couple guys like that have started before. Obviously, you know, we're kind of up against it a little bit here, so we might have to piece it together just to get through it.
Okay, Mike.
Is there anything in particular you can point to with, you know, these starting pitchers not being able to go deep and struggling? Is there any reason for it?
No, the head coach. That's all I can think of. You know, you know, I don't know. I don't know. You know, we gave Luke the ball 17 times or 18 times, and he was 16-1. Fem's won, I don't know, 26 games at Oregon State in 3 years. It's just, I don't know. They just haven't been able to get the ball where they want, and you know, they only, you know, Fem only threw 50-some pitches the other day, so I really can't pinpoint it. I don't know if they're trying to do too much, but they're certainly very capable of giving us those starts. And so I guess the only silver lining in the thing is that none of them have thrown very many pitches, so you know, they're fairly well rested.
Okay, Rick.
Yeah, Rick Cleveland, excuse me, Mississippi Today. Gary said he's going to pitch Ethan Small, left-hander. Did you see him the other night?
I did see him the other night.
What are your thoughts about him?
I think he's really good. I've seen him throw. I saw him throw against Vandy. Saw him throw the other night. I've seen him on tape. You know, he's obviously one of the premier guys. You know, I think his ERA is 3.10, something like that. The guy's good. And he, you know, I think it was Washington, I believe, am I right, that he started against. And, you know, they're going against Demers, and Demers is tough. And to pitch, you know, in that situation against a club that I think is pretty good offensively in Washington, you know, he did a heck of a job.
Kendall, if that is your name.
Pat, the play Kyle talked about, kind of doing things that kind of take up the slack without Steven out there. Any chance at all that he can play tomorrow? Or is he still unlikely?
Yeah, I hope he can play tomorrow. You know, he was much better today than he was the other day. He's making progress. I just don't want to put him in a situation where he can't get to a ball and then he feels bad. You know, and you know, it's just a tough situation. So, you know, everybody, you know, in the first inning, the ball goes off Jack's knee, you know, and he said, "Coach, the ball hit my knee." I said, "I know, where's your glove?" You know, I get it, you haven't played center field, but, you know, let's get the glove in front of the knee, and then maybe we'll be able. So Jack actually is a good outfielder. He really is. You know, that's just, when he hasn't played center field at all this year. You know, he's played it a couple times in the fall, and I think he played it last year a couple times, but to send a guy out there and ask him to do that is difficult, but it's our best option right now to do that, and he's capable of doing it, you know.
Okay, any more questions for Pat? Okay, Rick, this will be it.
Excuse my ignorance on this, but have you done well against left-handers this year? I mean, you've done well.
No, you really want me to tell you that?
Well, I can look at it. I can go back and look it up.
No, I'm teasing you. I think that we're about the same. I think we hit right-handers, left-handers. I think everybody's got splits now. It's the most amazing thing in the world. You know, when I first started coaching, you know, who would know what he hit against left-handed, right-handed? Now all of a sudden it's posted on you, and I think it's pretty close. Kendall probably knows off the top of his head, but I think it's close. We might have a higher batting average against left-handed pitching. I don't know that for sure, but I think it's very, very close. Thank you, guys.
Okay. They did a split screen.